Celebrity birthdays for January 28th, 2021. First up, we have Carlos Slim Elu. Born January 28th, 1940, he's a Mexican telecoms magnate, investor, and philanthropist. From 2010 to 2013, Slim was ranked as the richest person in the world by the Forbes Business magazine. He derived his fortune from his extensive holdings in a considerable number of Mexican companies through his conglomerate, Grupo Carso. His net worth as of 2022, according to Forbes, is $79.2 billion. Also born on this date is King Tubby, aka Osborne Ruddock, and he lived from 1941 to 1948. He is a Jamaican sound engineer and record producer. Osborne Ruddock, better known as King Tubby, was a Jamaican sound engineer who greatly influenced the development of dub in the 1960s and 1970s. His record label was Trojan Records, and again, he did lots of dub and reggae. He greatly influenced that culture and that genre. Tubby's innovative work, which saw him elevate the role of the mixing engineer to a creative fame previously only reserved for composers and musicians, would prove to be influential across many genres of popular music. He is often cited as the inventor of the concept of the remix that later became ubiquitous in dance and electronic music production. It's been said that King Tubby truly understood sound in the scientific sense. He knew how the circuits worked and what the electrons did. That's why he could do what he did. Next up, we have Jose Luis Perales, born in 1945. He's a Spanish pop singer-songwriter. He has recorded 27 albums and 50 million copies sold worldwide. He was born in Castellón, Spain. And he's had concerts in Uruguay, Mexico, Venezuela, Colombia, Argentina, Chile, Costa Rica, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, United States, Brazil, Italy, France, and Portugal. His most popular singles are Quisiera Decir Tu Nombre and Y Como Es Él. Next up, we have Charles Taylor. Born in 1948, he's president of Liberia. Again, that's Charles MacArthur Gonkey Taylor. He's a former Liberian politician and convicted war criminal who served as the 22nd president of Liberia from August 2nd, 1997 until his resignation on August 11, 2003 as a result of the Second Liberian Civil War and growing international pressure. Taylor gained a reputation by some Africans as a man of many faces. To his loyal supporters, including Liberian humanitarian Cornelius Keegan, he was a preacher who gradually drifted into nationalist politics. To others, he is a rebel leader who later became president in Liberia's first democratic elections. He was born in Arthurton, Montserrado County, Liberia, and he earned a degree at Bentley College in the United States before returning to Liberia to work in the government. Next up, we have Gene McFadden, who's an American songwriter and record producer who lived between 1949 and 2006. He is best known as one of the key members of McFadden and Whitehead, and also the Philadelphia International Record Label. He's best known for singing and helping to write the 1979 hit, Ain't No Stopping Us Now. Next up, we have Billy Bass, also known as William Nelson Jr., born in 1951. He is a U.S. musician who was the original bassist for Funkadelic. He is a member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, inducted in 1997 with 15 other members of Parliament Funkadelic. Nelson was born in Plainfield, New Jersey, and as a teenager worked at George Clinton's barbershop, sweeping the floor and singing and dancing for the customers. Clinton was a member of the doo-wop vocal group, The Parliaments, who scored a nationwide hit in 1967 with the song I Want to Testify. Clinton put together a backing band as musical support for a tour and recruited Nelson, who in turn recommended his friend Eddie Hazel. Nelson and Hazel eventually took on bass and lead guitar roles respectively. The backing band was originally unnamed, but Nelson later coined the name Funkadelic to reflect this funk and connect it with then burgeoning psychedelic music scene. Next up, we have George Michael Green, who lived from 1952 to 2011. He was an American songwriter, and his collaboration with his childhood friend John Mellencamp included the top 10 Billboard hits, Crumbling Down, Her So Good, as well as Key West Intermezzo, I Saw You First, which was a #1 hit in Canada. He was born in Seymour, Indiana, and he was a longtime writing partner with John Mellencamp and a classmate and childhood friend of John Mellencamp's as well. In 1985, Green's wife appeared in the video for Mellencamp's top 10 hit, Lonely Old Night, in addition to writing with Mellencamp. Green also wrote songs recorded by Barbra Streisand, Level 42, Hall & Oates, Jude Cole, Vanessa Williams, Percy Sledge, Gary Morris, and the Oak Ridge Boys, among many others. Next up, we have Patrice Motsepe, excuse the pronunciation if that's incorrect, born in 1962. He was a South African mining businessman and Africa's first black millionaire. He was born in Garankuwa, South Africa, and his company was called African Rainbow Minerals. And again, he's a mining billionaire businessman, and since March 12th of 2021, he has been serving as the president of the Confederation of African Football. He is the founder and executive chairman of African Rainbow Minerals, which has interests in gold, ferrous metals, base metals, and platinum. Next up, we have Dwight Stone, who was the NFL receiver running back, born in 1965. He played with Carl Panther and the Greenback Packers. And again, he is a former American football running back, wide receiver, and kick returner in the National Football League for the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Carolina Panthers, which I called the Carl Panthers, but you got me, and the New York Jets for 14 years. Stone originally signed with Pittsburgh as an undrafted free agent in 1987. Stone was the only undrafted free agent to make the opening day roster. He was an outstanding special teams gunner and kick returner for 8 years with the Steelers. He was timed at 4.20 in the 40-yard dash and bench pressed 225. Former Steelers coach Chuck Noll said that Stone was the fastest player I've ever coached for over 40 yards. And he was selected to the all-undrafted Steelers team May 2021, and he played college football at both Middle Tennessee State University and Marion Military Institute as a running back and averaged 7 yards per rush and scored over 40 touchdowns in his college career. He played high school football at Florala High School in 1999. Dwight was selected as the winner of the Marty Lyons Award for Community Service, given to the player who gives from the heart through charity and community involvement. Next up, we have DJ Muggs, aka Lawrence Muggerud. 1968 was when he was born. He's an American DJ and record producer. You may know him from Cypress Hill. He was born in Queens, New York. Again, Lawrence Muggerud, and I may be mispronouncing his name, professionally known by his stage name as DJ Muggs. Again, is an American DJ, audio engineer, and record producer. He is a member of Cypress Hill, a member of the trip-hop band Cross My Heart, Hope to Die, and the leader of hip-hop and art collective Soul Assassins. His genre is hip-hop, trip-hop, and dubstep. Next up, we have Rakim, also known as William Michael Griffin Jr., born in 1968. He is an American rapper born in Wyandank, Long Island, New York. He's better known by his stage name, Rakim. He's not only a rapper, but a record producer as well, and one half of the Golden Age hip-hop duo, Eric B. and Rakim. He is widely regarded as one of the most influential and most skilled MCs of all time. He's constantly thinking of a master plan. Next up, we have Tunde Hegede, and I may be mispronouncing his name, born in 1972. If you get a chance, check out his music. You can find it on YouTube. Absolutely relaxing and absolutely beautiful. He's a composer and multi-instrumentalist in contemporary classical, African, and pop music. He is of Nigerian descent and born in England, and as a child traveled to Africa to learn the art of the kora. He is a producer, songwriter, and has worked across several genres, both as a performer and as a producer. Next up, we have Papa Bouba Diop, and he was a Senegalese professional footballer, and he lived between 1978 and 2020. His preferred position was defensive midfield, but he could also play as center back, where he previously played at Lens. Diop was considered a strong and aggressive player, and his playing style and ability drew comparisons to Patrick Vieira. He was born in 1978 in Rufisque, Senegal. Very awesome. Next, we have Elijah Wood, born in 1981. He's an American actor. I most know him for The Good Son. I thought that was an excellent movie with him and Macaulay Culkin. They played brothers, and that movie is a thriller. If you get a chance, check it out. And also Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, which is kind of an indie movie, which I checked out, which is really interesting. Best known for The Lord of the Rings, portrayal of Frodo Baggins, and in that film trilogy, and The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey. Was made his film debut with a small part in Back to the Future Part 2. He's only 5'6", you guys. But yeah, loved The Good Son. Next up, we have Andre Iguodala, born in Andre Tyler Iguodala. He's born in 1984. He's an American professional basketball player for the Golden State Warriors of the National Basketball Association. This swingman was an NBA All-Star in 2012 and has been named.
Harley Jane Kozak,
and he has been named to NBA
this day, January 28th, 1927. She's an actress, best known for Arachnophobia and Necessary Roughness.
Illinois, played for the University of Arizona.
She is also an author, and she made her first film debut in the slasher film The House on Sorority Row, and had a recurring role as Mary Duval on the soap opera Santa Barbara between 1985 and 1989.
So lots of accolades there.
She's about 5'9" and married to Greg Aldiser from 1997 to 2007, and Van Sanford from 1982 to 83. The books that she wrote are Dating Dead Men, Dating is Murder, Dead Ex, A Date You Can't Refuse, Keeper of the Moon, The Keepers, LA Box Set, and her children are Gianna Julia Aldiser, Lorenzo Robert Aldiser, Audrey Valentine Aldiser. So yes, those books seems like they have a little bit of a theme there, but yep, she was in Arachnophobia and Necessary Roughness.
Next up, we have this woman I love the most. Her birthday was not on the 28th. Her birthday was actually on the 25th, but I love her. Jennifer Lewis, born in 1957. What a beautiful, beautiful woman. Jennifer Lynette Lewis is an American actress, singer, comedian, and activist. She began her career appearing in Broadway musicals and worked as a backup singer for Bette Midler before appearing in films, features, and Sister Act. She's 5'5", so we're almost the same height. Give more or less. Happy 65th birthday to her. She played in films also as Mother Rose for What's Love Got to Do With It, Poetic Justice, The Preacher's Wife, The Brothers, The Cookout, Think Like a Man, and in the sequel, Think Like a Man 2, Baggage Claim, The Wedding Ringer, as well as in the Temptations miniseries. Lewis was cast as Ruby Johnson, Anthony Anderson's character's mother in the ABC comedy series Blackish. I most remember her. She had a quote that says, about worrying about what people think about you. If you pick it up, if it's a compliment, you pick it up, you got to put it down when you take it away. So always have good self-esteem. And she also made a comment about, you look in the mirror and whatever you say, you keep looking until you love yourself. So what a beautiful woman. I absolutely love her. Next up, love John Witherspoon, born in 1942. He recently passed away as well on October 29th, 2019. He's an American actor and comedian who performed in various television shows. I remember him most for his work with the Wayans brothers and with Ice Cube. I love him so much. So those are the celebrity birthdays that we've celebrated. There's more to come. I love you guys. Have a great day.